Okay. It
Testing
looks like
it
we're
out.
back. Looks like we're back. So I think we are back. So, and let's see what we got going here. Yes, we are back on
3 different places.
3 different places. So good. So thank you all for being so patient with
Sorry
us.
about
But
that.
yeah, we
Learning as we go.
unanticipated glitches. But you know what? It's electronics, and they always happen.
It's all
So
good. God will work it out.
yep. So
We're still doing Deuteronomy 13 part B, which
right.
is starting around verse 6, 7, 8. We're now at verse 9.
Right. But you know what? It's interesting. Last night we were at a venue, and we were speaking at a venue, and they had a special worship team, and all during the rehearsal, the sound was just atrocious. There was just this mic issues and so on and so forth and so. But man, when that team got up there to sing, and they sang with power and authority,
That's amazing.
the glitches just like vanished.
It all melted away.
It all melted away. It was good.
Get with God.
Did we do verses 7 and 8? Yeah, we did.
Go back a little bit.
We're going to go back, Marie.
Because honestly, it's been so choppy. We started at verse 6. I'm just going to read it again. This is the full video. I'm praying that it stays full. So
there we go.
Pray for us right now. So if your brother, your mother's son, or your daughter, or the wife you cherish, or your friend who is like your own soul, entices you secretly, saying, let's go and serve other gods, whom neither you nor your fathers have known, of the gods of the peoples who are around you, near you or far from you, from one end of the earth to the other, you shall not consent to him or listen to him, and your eye shall not pity him, nor shall you spare or conceal him.
Right. Right. And so this is a harsh warning. Again, as we said earlier, God is making sure that his commands are as crystal clear as they could possibly be. So he brings out all of the major relationships that would cause people just to intuitively to naturally stumble because of their affection towards these people in their lives. And he's making it very clear that you know, it doesn't matter if somebody says, oh, you know what, I heard about this God somewhere else or something like that.
Right.
You know, powerful God, you know, we should worship him.
Right.
God's saying, like, don't do it.
Right. In a way, it's sort of like, you know, like people of other cultures always have, you know, other things that they cherish or maybe pray to. And even like just an example of like Catholicism, you know, like sometimes people get distracted like praying to the saints versus, you know, and that is really a form of idolatry, you know.
It is, sadly, it is.
Sadly, but it's very common and very popular, and it's very easy like to tolerate that amongst your families and loved ones. And it's okay to, like, you know, you just want to not start joining them in the practice of praying to Mary and the saints, you know. And I said earlier that I thought this was really interesting how God delineates like all the possibilities, like just because he knows that we're going to look for loopholes as our human nature is. And that's what I said about verse 7 was that that's what our human brain and heart's going to always look for a loophole. Like if he just said, don't worship the gods of the people groups around you, you know, then, you know, we'd say, well, the God that I'm, you know, sort of starting to worship is from further away, you know, is not just from the people groups around me. So God said, the people groups around you, near you, or far, from one end of the earth to the other. He covered all the bases. So I think that's really cool.
And in verse 8 is incredibly powerful. You shall not consent to him. Because these are people that you obviously have emotions toward, affection toward, and you might want to say, but well, you know,
it's Aunt Mary, and she's so sweet.
Yeah, she's so sweet, and she wants us to, like, you know, say a dinner prayer for, you know, to this little deity that she thinks is so special.
Right,
you know,
that won't hurt
and
anything.
God flat out says, do not consent or listen to them. Like, oh, well, you know, it just makes me so happy to, just makes me so happy to worship this, you know, this deity that I learned about when on my travels. Or don't do it, okay?
Right.
Don't pity him. Like, oh, they're going through such a hard time, and you know, and you know, honoring that doorknob just brings them such happiness. Like, no, don't do it.
Right.
You know.
Well, and part of what he's saying here too, the not consent but not spare or conceal them, is actually referring back to verse 5, which says that any of these people that seduce you, you are commanded, to purge the evil from among you.
Yes.
And you must put them to death. It says in the NLT. So that's why he's saying, actually, he's saying you're not if these people are trying to influence you to worship their gods, especially in place of Jehovah God, you cannot hide them or conceal them because they need to be purged or put to death. That's what verse 5 said we talked about 2 weeks ago.
Right. And
which is harsh.
And it's incredibly harsh, but we say it over and over and over and over again. It's like the cancer analogy.
Right.
You cut off the limb or the diabetic foot that's gangrenous. You cut it off to spare the life. This is what God is saying. Is it harsh? Absolutely. Who wants to see somebody they love lose a foot, right? Who wants to lose their own foot?
Frozen again.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on?
We're having issues tonight.